Are we live? Is this thing on? Happy Monday, beautiful people. As you guys can see, I got some sun this weekend. My head's a little bit tanned. Um, did I say? Did I ask if we're live? Is this thing on? Did I do that already? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I hope all you wonderful fathers had a great Father's Day weekend. I had a good one. I had a great time. We had a lot of barbecue. We are currently queued up in the Drafters $2.5 million tournament. We're at 8 out of 12. Four more slots, four more spots. You guys think that, you can outdraft me. Put your money where your mouth is. Sign up today using promo code DISCO on Drafters Fantasy. Let's get it popping. How's everybody doing? Everybody's good? I'm good. Let's catch up with the chat. Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network. He will be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're not subscribed to that man, do it. He's great. He's wonderful. That's me. Sleazeball. He survived his weekend. Thank the Lord. He had a weekend. That's all the information I can divulge. I was told to promise to never say anything other than he had a weekend. JC, such a top-notch show. JC and the sports affiliation also doing a mock draft with the wonderful and beautiful Wendy tonight. They're doing the battle of the sexes. I'm set. I joined my division. I forgot what the name of my division was, but I'm in it. I promise you I'm in it. I'll tell you what it is in a sec. Smash that like button. Thank you, JC. Jerry Bagshaw says it's time. BDE time. Oh man, you know what? Guys, I will say I miss having Anthony in here, two fat guys, because usually he says, I hate this damn song. He wasn't here to say it, but it's okay. We still had some disco without him, but we will party on in his honor. I don't know where he is. I generally don't know where he is, but I hope he's okay. JC says it's Jerry time. It is Jerry time. Shout out Jerry Bagshaw. I'll be listening while mowing. LOL. If I'm not commenting that much, that'll be why. Noted, super noted. Get those beads out, baby. What beads are you talking about, Jerry? Jerry, what beads are you talking about? Adrian Finnis says we can talk about why TikTok wants me to watch Remember the Titans so bad. I want to watch it so bad too. Let's do it. And back from outer space, my man. What's good, boys? What's good, Sleazeball? We out here, y'all. What's up, Bayou Bengal? Andrew says, I went to outer space. I got probed. I don't know how to feel about it. What's going on, guys? This Monday's weird. Y'all are out to something, I tell you. All clear. I'm not talking to myself. Draft has filled. Let's go. Bro, the sun was legit shining. Much sun, yes. Oh my god, we so much. Yes. Okay. Man, we had a lot of sun today too. It's supposed to get up to 45 tomorrow. So 104 Fahrenheit, 45 Celsius with the humidex here. That's what you get for living in a valley. James SEO says, great weekend. Hope you had a wonderful weekend as well. Such a great weekend. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Honestly, thank you guys for stopping by. Really means a lot. William, he says, hey, fellas. Bayou Bengal says, I need to get you a Saints shirt. Make sure it's triple XL and make sure it's long because I'm a big feller. Sleazeball says, I'm alive and voice is back. Oh, no. I don't know if I like that or love it. I definitely like it and love it. JC tailing your prop picks today. Let's go. Also tailing it. Let's go, JC. Let's go, JC. One of a kind, that guy. I'm telling you, just one of the most genuine, kind-hearted people. Him, Greg Kellogg, those two rewarded my entire faith in just the fantasy football, community, because these guys are just straight up kind dudes, super selfless, love them. Oh, yeah, I did say we have a draft here, and we're at the 101. So I'm ready. Let's queue up. Let's go. Cheers division here, battling Bob Lung. Nice. Okay, let me see what division I'm in. Let me see what division I'm in. I'll tell you in a sec. This is the Battle of the Sexes. Is there still room in the Battle of the Sexes? I thought I saw Wendy say something like it filled, but 101 Christian McCaffrey, we'll do it. It's the I hate sleeper. Bots Dan versus Roseanne. Dan versus Roseanne. We're in the Dan versus Roseanne. I did grow up enjoying that show. I will say I did like that show a lot. I liked it a lot. Good show. Meat, sweat, weekend, baby. I love it. Oh, man. If you guys saw the picture of the barbecue we had this weekend, it was insane. James and Farquaad looked like they had a lot of meat there, too, as well. Pause. A lot of man meat.
Oh, man. Look, I got some man meat for this guy. This dude is going
to. I love it. I love it. I can't stop. I can't stop using it. It's so good. James SEO says, yes, sir. 42 to 44 Celsius all week. Okay. Summer is back. Man, the drought is coming. You are a beast, Ditko. Disco. Never stop being amazing, my friend. I'll try, man. I'll try. We will be in the Will and Grace. Okay. That's cool, says Sleazeball. Bio Bengal says, Jamar at the 101, get that garbage out. Get that garbage out of here. I don't have enough exposure to CMC, and I do have my fair share of Jamar at the 101. I've done it before. James, you're so sweet. James says, hello to Mrs. Disco. We don't see you, but we appreciate what you do. Love you. Yeah, she puts up with my dumb ass all the time. Thank you, baby, for putting up with me. God bless you, you queen, you saint. You're such a saint. You're such a saint. All right, guys. So the draft is well underway. And I need to tell you guys some very important information, all right? In case you did not know, this is a real money draft with real money implications. We are now at over 150 real money drafts, all right? You guys may be saying, hey, Disco, it's June. How the hell have you done over 150 real money drafts? I'll tell you. Right now, we're currently competing in the Drafters Million 3 NFL Basketball Championship. It's $2.5 million in total prizes. $500,000 Rooskies goes to first place. Total points format, most points win. Basketball weekly scoring weeks 1 to 17, 12 teams draft, fast and slow. It's a $50 entry, 150 max. Once again, there's a fast and slow. Don't do the slow unless you enjoy cruel and unusual punishment, self-torture, like all that. Yeah. 30 seconds for me is an eternity waiting, especially being at the front of the draft or the back end of the draft. Put me in the middle. Yes, guys, I have a severe situation where I have a very short attention span. It is what it is. Speaking of short attention spans, there's also the Drafters $2 entry, $2 mini. It's a $2 entry fee, $100,000 in total prizes. $20,000 goes to first place. Same rules, same idea, same ideology. I'm over 118 drafts in that right now. Over 118 drafts in that. Close to 120. It is best ball format, which in my humble opinion is the most convenient way for your draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your roster will be submitted to your weekly matchup. So no more leaving points on the bench. No more waiver wires. No more trades. None of that garbage. Get that garbage. Out of here! You literally just draft it and forget unless you're winning that was so loud. I'm sorry. Unless you're winning a life-changing amount of money. So sign up today using promo code DISCO on Drafters Fantasy Sports. We will double your initial deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. And we're back. All right. Colby and the Cattle Dogs, aka my wife. If you guys are not subscribed to my wife, please do it. It's really nice. Yeah. A real money draft. He's back. Anthony, I was literally just saying, I miss you saying, I hate this damn song. I said I missed you saying that. I hope you're okay. But he made it. He's here. Guys, he's here. Anthony's here. Everything's all right. This early in the year, yes, sir, yes, sir. The mini's gonna fill. The mini's at okay. Let's look at how many the mini's at right now. Yeah, the mini's gonna fill in no time, right? That right now is at 37,284 out of 56,000 entries. So it's gonna fill by July, which is very exciting. It's very exciting that it's gonna fill by July. Because that means once this fills, there's going to be another tournament. That's what it's going to be. That's what it means. I'm not confirming or denying or saying that I have any indication that that is in fact a thing, but that's a story I'm telling myself, and I'm sticking to it. James SEO says over 150. That's just nuts. No, it's not. Which brings us to our next point. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, we have 26 people watching both on YouTube and X, Twitter X, YouTube. Thank you guys all for tuning in. If you guys are watching on X and you guys want to enter our giveaway where you have an opportunity to win $500,000 if you know that you know that you know your stuff, all you got to do is put hashtag ABD, which means always be drafting. That's how we've done over 150 so far. Yes, sir. That's just nuts. That's not bad. Just over $2,200. No. So I've done 37 of the mains, so the $15 entry, and then there's also a $2 entry, which I've done over 120 of, and that's going to fill really, really, really soon. To win 500K, no, to win 20K. So this is the $2 mini. $2 entry fee, $100,000 in total prizes, $20,000 goes to first. So I've done 118 of these. I've done 37 of these where it's $15 entry, $500,000 goes to first, $2.5 million in total prizes. I hope I clarified there. I apologize if I didn't. But yeah, if you guys want to enter the giveaway, hashtag ABD, get in there. Sleazeball says, y'all headed to dinner, kill the stream, smash them likes and subs. I appreciate you, boo-boo. Appreciate you, boo-boo. Bon appetit. That is, enjoy your dinner en français, man. Two Fat Guys says, I just got an appointment. Well, you're here for an appointment of friendship, snipe shows, and memories, my friend. All of the above. All of the above. I have no idea what I'm going to do here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to get this stack. Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, not a bad start. I like what we're doing here. I like it a lot. All right. James SEO says, love Metcalf this year. I love Metcalf every year. I really do. But I'm curious as to why you love Metcalf this year, because you're so analytical on your takes. Like, you are so in there, and you always have a unique spin on things that, like, I never thought of. And then you present it in such a way. So, yeah, I'm very curious as to why you love Metcalf this year in particular. So, Andrew N. has entered the giveaway by putting hashtag ABD. Sleazeballs entered the giveaway by putting hashtag ABD. My man. Two Fat Guys, Anthony's entered the giveaway. It's almost my initials, has entered this. Awesome. James SEO has entered the giveaway. Also the winner of our last giveaway. By Bengals entered the giveaway. Willie has entered the giveaway. JC says, smash that like button, y'all. Make sure give Disco a follow as well. And make sure you guys go follow the sports affiliations, follow Sleazeball, follow my guy Bayou Bengal, and definitely, if you guys are on X, follow James SEO. Must follow, definitely. JC's entered the giveaway. Adrian Fitez, my guy, my dog, my brother. You made it in the draft. Awesome. This makes me happy. Shout out to you, Adrian. Love you, man. Bayou Bengal says, if you haven't smashed that like button, what are you doing? Hit that like button. Heck yeah. Snowman089 has entered the giveaway. Go home, folks. It's over. We just lost. Look who showed up. That's awesome. Gotcha. Pardon me. Still big. Yeah. All right. Let's look at who's in the draft. We got my guy over the Rhine. That's Al Paul. He finished 14th in the main tournament last year. So we were talking to Updog on Friday. By the way, what an incredible show. I watched it back twice because like there is so much great information that comes out of that man's mouth, but some of the language he uses, I'm like, that's not even English, dude. Your vocabulary is too good for my sake. Anyways, absolutely brilliant. That man. There's a reason why he's one of the best drafters, if not the best drafter on the planet. And we were so blessed by his presence and him coming to talk to us. That was absolutely an eye-opening experience. And honestly, I literally sat down and took notes after rewatching the stream because he laid down some spectacular information, things that I initially were an oversight for me. So yeah, shout out to that man. He is absolutely brilliant. So over the line, finished 14th. He's got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Waddle, Zay Flowers, T. Higgins, Dalton Kincaid, Joe Mixon. That's a heck of a start. That's a really good start. I like that start a lot. My guy, Knifey Spooney, drafting at the 108. He goes Bijan Robinson, Devontae Adams, Michael Pittman, George Pickens. He gets a little bit of correlation with Michael Pittman getting Anthony Richardson stack. So look for him to probably get another receiver there, and definitely going to be aiming for Mr. Manmeat himself, Jelani Woods, and James Cook. All right. Coleman's gone. Brian Thomas Jr. is gone. So we'll take Ladd McConkey here. And we'll take Evan Ingram here. Yes, we have 2 tight ends. And yes, we're done with the tight end position. Look at this guy. This is Al Paul over the Rhine. He's the guy who finished 14th last year. This man Disco is just a good man. This is why I continue to tune in every week. Class act. Man, I appreciate you. You were there with me one of the first streams. So I appreciate you. Hashtag ABD, which means always be drafting to enter the giveaway. I know you don't need the money, but it would be super dope if you won. I mean, B. Kurt won one of these tournaments over on DraftKings, and he won one. Already liked as always. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Andrew says, do you think Ingram comes close to what he posted last season, or does he fall off closer to an average performance? Even an average performance at that position, he still is an outlier because he's going to have a lot of volume and a lot. Okay, let me rephrase that. Okay. Even if he falls below what he did from last year, based off of where he's going in ADP, he should be going higher. And I'm anticipating by August he will be going higher. He should be. So there's no reason why Kyle Pitts should be drafted 2 rounds ahead of Evan Ingram. Let's just be real. Okay, if we're talking about pure production and what's happened and what's transpired, there's no reason why Kyle Pitts or Dalton Kincaid should be drafted 2 rounds ahead of Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram should be a top 4, a top 4 round tight end. That's where I have him ranked. So if I have him 24 picks ahead of current ADP, whatever he does between now and the rest of the season at the value I've got him is makes him an outlier at the tight end position and somebody who can stand alone and perform on a week-to-week basis as somebody who finishes as a top 10. An average performance this season where he takes a dip is still a top 10 tight end in the NFL, which is what you need in this tournament. So I hope that answers your question. Last year was 114, 963, and 4 touchdowns for Ingram, if anyone didn't know. Yeah, he had a spectacular season, especially in PPR format. And I think things just got better for him. They brought in 2 guys who can really stretch the field. And I know everybody's sleeping on Gabe Davis, but Gabe Davis in these kind of tournaments, he's spectacular as a spike week freak. And then Brian Thomas Jr. is one of the biggest field stretchers ever. So say teams drop back and play a deep cover 3 zone, that's where he flourishes. He picks the zones apart. Him and Lawrence have a very, very, very special connection. And I think Christian Kirk, should he stay healthy, is going to see an increase in his utilization in receptions, and I'm certain that with the new additions to that offense, Evan Ingram is going to be spectacular. Another top 5 tight end finish, and it's like not even close. So the fact that guys who we're not even projecting as top 5 tight ends, like Dalton Kincaid, I'm not projecting him as a top 5 tight end. Kyle Pitts, I'm not projecting him as a top 5 tight end. Jake Ferguson, I'm not projecting him as. These guys are all, well, no, Ferguson went after, but these guys are all going ahead of Evan Ingram. So his value currently is absolutely perfect. I will keep taking the discount, and yeah, all day, every day. I want to curse Samuel. Khalil Shakir and Tony Pollard. Once again, Tony Pollard in round 9 is an absolute steal. James SEO says Ingram should still eat, not as much last year. Kirk was injured. Ridley was double covered. Zay hurt. That's why Ridley only did well when Zay played. Jags have added Gabe Davis and Brian Thomas Jr. Exactly. But those guys are going to stretch the defenses deep. Means Ingram is not going to see one-on-one coverage because the safety is going to be in help coverage. They're going to see a lot of they're more likely to see some cover 2 fronts and cover 3 deeps, which is going to make Ingram completely open in all the bubbles, because in terms of winning his opportunities against zone coverage, he was the best. You cannot man up against that entire offense. You can't, because you're going to be wrong. Your best bet is to try to keep them in front of you as much as you possibly can. Because the moment you man up with Brian Thomas or Gabe Davis outside, you are beat. You are absolutely beat. So you'll see it. You'll see it. No, there's not an NFL team right now that is built to cover the Jacksonville Jaguars and what they're about to do offensively this year, man to man. There's not a single team. And if they try, they are going to put up some outstanding numbers. So these teams are going to be forced to play zone defense, and he wins his battles in zone defense more than anybody in the NFL last year. You somebody check my numbers, but I'm telling you right now, he was one of the top 5, just receivers, not tight ends. He was the best tight end in terms of beating the zone. He was one of the top 5 receivers last year in terms of beating zone coverage and getting open. So his target share, just based off of what's going to happen. And like, I'm not saying like I'm predicting the future. This is just my projections. Like, I could be dead wrong. I could be absolutely wrong, but this is my projection, my argument. Andrew N says Zay went to Arizona this offseason, so he is out of the picture in Jacksonville. Exactly. But they I think their receiving corps improved this year. Yes, they lost Zay. Yes, they lost Calvin Ridley. But I think Gabe Davis is a much better version of Zay. Much better version of Zay. And I think Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be the best rookie wide receiver this year. I really do. I think Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be exceptional. I'm so high on that offense. That's an offense where they rank top 5 in air yards per attempt and deep bombs over 30 yards, deep bombs over 40 yards, deep bombs over 50 yards, and connecting on these plays. You guys need to realize that. So the fact that they've gotten better at doing what they want to do, I'm all in on Trevor Lawrence this year. I'm all in on that entire offense. I think the only one who like I kind of don't love at ADP right now is probably Etienne. But that's because I just fade running backs, right? Like I much rather get better or later value at the running back position. So yeah, so far I like what we're doing with our draft here. It looks good. It feels good. It's definitely a very very balanced start for us. So I'll pull up our draft right now. We got Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence. So we're definitely going 2 QBs here. We got CMC, Tony Pollard, Austin Eckler. We're fine at running back. Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, Ladd McConkey, Khalil Shakir. So we got some really big ceiling plays. And a couple guys with a higher floor than ceiling, but once again, it's just projections. You can't really project for a rookie, but I also think Lad McConkey is going to be absolutely incredible this year. And Khalil Shakir, you got to leave every draft with one of these wide receivers from the Buffalo Bills. You got to leave every draft with either Keon Coleman, Curtis Samuel, or Khalil Shakir. Like, you have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're going to be spectacular. There's a lot of targets that need to be made up, and it's going to go to one of them, right? Mark Andrews, Evan Ingram. Yeah, this is a great start. I'm very curious to see what we do later on, but yeah. James SEO says yes. Disco, completely correct. Ingram's ADP is a joke. That's guys. Like, this isn't a sales pitch. Okay, take away big draft energy. Take away me saying use promo code Disco. Take that all away. Okay, talking to you friend to friend. The reason why most winners draft late May and June in these best ball tournaments is because the best values are still there. People are still overreacting on the post NFL draft hype, and they're not quite reacting with common sense. If you draft with common sense and you have your own ranking system, which is based off of common sense, you are more inclined to do better in these tournaments. And if it's not the $15 tournament, which is a heavy ask, the $2 tournament is wonderful. That's why I'm almost maxed out in that one. You get to build 150 lineups in both of these tournaments, and I'm trying to get 150 lineups in the $2 mini ASAP. Absolutely ASAP. So yeah, take advantage of this ADP because guys like Austin Eckler in round 11, guys like Tony Pollard in round 9, that's not going to last forever. Evan Ingram in round 7, common sense is going to prevail sooner rather than later, right? Adrian, my guy, my dog, how's Moose doing? Adrian, how's Moose doing? If you want to just text me, tell me, that's fine. I'm so excited for Camp Hype. It's quad season. People reacting to photos of dudes being built. Man, yeah, that shot Braylon Allen through the roof. Hot Take City, Lakshu bro, kifak. That's hello, buddy. How you doing in Arabic? Oh no, in Arabic, that's what's up, brother. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. AJ Dillon enters the chat. Oh god. Don't get me started. Like, Ty Chandler will win your fantasy football league this year. Doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what value you get him at. It doesn't matter what round you get him at. Ty Chandler will win your fantasy football tournament this year. And he's gone. He's gone. Good for CHM. Great work. And Justin Herbert right now being drafted. We're currently on pick 143. He's being picked as 135, so he's falling. Tua's falling. Both of these guys are going to be really, really good quarterbacks that you could get at an absolutely tremendous steal and value. Quasi just followed me on Twitter. It's kind of a big deal. Quasi is spectacular. So yeah, man, the coolest thing happened to me today. Literally the coolest thing happened to me today. And like, I know I might be overreacting to it, but like, the coolest thing happened to me today. I was having a rough day. And I get home and I open up my Twitter and there's Mason Dodd in my DMs. If you guys don't know who Mason Dodd is, fix your life. That's his saying, fix your life. He gave me feedback on my stream in a DM, telling me areas to improve and just being really kind and friendly. And he checked out our stream. He is the most successful fantasy football streamer on the planet, period. If you guys are not following Flock Fantasy Football, he's the OG live best ball draft guy. Like, this entire idea was inspired by him. And I hopped into a stream of his and I said, when I had 16 subs, I hopped into a stream of his last July. I said, what do you what advice do you give to would you give to a young up and coming content creator? I think I may have oversold the fact that I was young. I'm definitely not young. But anyways, his response was like, be consistent. There's going to be some thankless nights where you feel like you're streaming and talking to nobody, but don't do it for the audience. Do it for the love of fantasy football. That was his advice. And then the dude shot me a DM. So that was super cool. Super cool. Super, super awesome. That's like being a basketball. Okay. So in this field, that's like being a basketball player and getting a message from LeBron James. That is how, you know what I mean? That's he's the LeBron James of this fantasy football content creation. So like super, super, super gnarly. Snowman089 has been crammed lately and haven't been able to watch as many streams, but y'all watch as much as possible. I'm picky about my fantasy content and really enjoy disco. I just don't show up to win giveaways. Oh, man. Snowman, that's like the nicest thing you ever said to me, brother. That's the nicest thing you ever said to me. Man, we've been giving away so many tickets. So, like, I know you've been busy because, like, I know you love to draft. Obviously, I know it's nice to win these tickets. But, yeah, man, there's no rush or any pressure for any of you to come support me or my content. I'm going to keep putting out the content, and I'm going to keep building this thing. I got some really, really great, solid friends in the industry, people who who like have been so loyal and so kind and so fantastic. So yeah, man, I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky. And remember, guys, at 8 p.m. Eastern time, there's two of my favorite people. Bayou Bengal says, do we know anyone in this draft at Big Draft Energy? Yeah, we got the 109, Knifey Spoony, and Over the Rhine at the 106. Over the Rhine is one of the OG disco balls. He also won 14th in the tournament last year. So he's kind of a big deal. Mr. Al Paul, big deal. Big deal. What's up, Wendy? Hashtag ABD to enter the giveaway. What's the team looking like? Say no more. I got you. This is a very balanced start for me. So we go Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence. We were drafting at the 101. We got CMC, Tony Pollard, Austin Eckler, wide receiver. We got Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, Lad McConkey, Khalil Shakir, Quentin Johnston, Darnell Mooney, and tight end we got Mark Andrews and Evan Ingram. We are very balanced, and we are building a very strong team. So we're just continuing this correlation with Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. So we got Rashad Bateman, and we got a former Baltimore Raven, Demarcus Robinson. So yeah, I like where this draft's going. And Braylon Allen, I wish I kept that secret to myself. Wendy, best friend. Shout out to Wendy. Wendy, I'm in the Dan and Roseanne. I'm in the Dan and Roseanne. Hashtag ABD. Yes. Hot Take City says mid. I seen better. I saw your draft last night on Bayou's stream. Oh boy, what were you thinking? Wendy says, "Sup, best friend." I'm sure that's dedicated towards JC. If you guys don't know, the sports affiliation are going to be live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Bayou Bengal is going to be doing a giveaway and another live drafters stream at 8 p.m. Eastern time. There's plenty of content to pick from. The TSA, these guys are going to be doing a mock draft for the Battle of the Sexes. My wife and I are both registered in that as well. So there's Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network says, bro, at Hot Take City has been calling a lot of things on X mid lately. That's cute. Stop. Don't start that nonsense. Bayou got me good. He did get you good. He did. That's funny. Yeah, man. Speaking of Bayou Bengal, I can't not do this at least 6 times a show.
Oh, man. Look, I got some man meat for this guy. This dude is going to.
You know how I feel about that comment?
We want some more! We want some more!
We want some more. It would be awesome to get Bayou Bengal back on the stream. He's so fun. He's so fun. Him, Sleazeball, you guys are great. Obviously, JC, Greg. So I got my booth at the Fantasy Football Expo. I guess I'm going. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet all of you. I'm so excited to talk drafters, BDE. I'm so excited to just, meet a bunch of like-minded individuals who are just obsessed with fantasy football the way I am. I'm very, very excited for this this opportunity, this trip. It's gonna be a trip of a lifetime. I mean, I would like to get DJ Chark, but I have enough investment in this Los Angeles Chargers wide receiver room. Like, enough's enough there. But I'm going to start picking somebody who I am. Oh, never mind. He's gone. Damn. Poop. Poopy poop. Dang. All right. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I am very, very high on him this year. Let me tell you why. Not as a pure handcuff either. Okay. He resigned a 1-year contract, restructured. He's obviously on a prove-it year, right? Clearly, Pacheco is the RB1 there, and he has RB1 upside this year in general in fantasy football. But with that being said, yes, there's going to be more receiving opportunity for Pacheco, but there's going to be more designed receiving opportunity for Clyde Edwards-Helaire with Jerick McKinnon being gone. So if you're looking for a late running back with elite spike week upside in PPR format, in best ball predominantly, Clyde Edwards-Helaire in round 16, 17 is an absolute steal. Because you guys got to remember, this guy's got some bunny to him. He's got some go. He can go. He can juke anybody in a box. He just hasn't been healthy. And he's been dealing with things that, like, not just football related. Like, this guy had a ruptured spleen. But yeah. Willie says, I think Zamet ends up filling the McKinnon role. He's unproven. CEH is like, or McKinnon comes back. McKinnon's not coming back. He hasn't signed anywhere. No team has really shown interest. There's been no buzz or news on Jerick McKinnon. I mean, should he come back? Yeah, I'll reconsider my take on Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but there's a reason why they didn't hesitate to bring him back. They know what he's capable of, and he knows that, like, it's either I do it this year or I'm done. It's do or die for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I like banking on people who are trying to get the bag. That has been my theory every single year. Find the players who are trying to get the bag. Javonte Williams, Najee Harris. These guys are all trying to get the bag. So follow the money, and then that's where it'll lead you. Clyde Edwards-Helaire needs to get the bag. So he's on a 1-year prove-it year. He was completely healthy all of last year, pretty much. I think we're going to be shocked at some of the performances. Like, I'm not saying he's going to outperform Pacheco, by no means. But I'm saying where we saw Jerick McKinnon be an absolute league winner, we can definitely see that in CEH. So, yeah. Still makes you wonder how good Jonathan Taylor would have been there. True. Biobango says, I know I may be old, but I'm not that old. I'm mid-old. Go get that garbage out of here. Bayou mid is just a word, man, instead of trash. Get that garbage out of here. That's funny. Surprised Disco hasn't seen that comment yet. His favorite sentence. I wouldn't say. Okay, so if you grew up in Canada, you were definitely either a fan of the Toronto Raptors or forced to watch nothing but Toronto Raptors basketball. I grew up a big diehard Raptors fan. I literally stopped watching basketball after we won the championship. I said, in my lifetime, this happened. I'm done. You know, I was cursing the franchise because we got rid of DeMar DeRozan, and then I bought a Kawhi Leonard jersey. He was gone. He's gone after 1 year. But I'm grateful for that 1 year. That 1 year was one of the best years ever. But yeah, so we had an old announcer. I forgot what his name is. I think he was New Yorker. Definitely New Yorker. I don't think it's Boston, but I think he does the play-by-play for the Chicago Bulls. Now, he said get that garbage out of here. Whenever Keon Clark or one of the throwback Toronto Raptors, Anthony Davis or Antonio Davis, not Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is the dude with the unibrow. Have you ever heard of tweezers, sir? You got hundreds of $1 million. Tweeze that shit. But yeah, man. Yeah, his play-by-play announcing was get that garbage out of here. It was great. It was great. But I mean, my Canadian supporters get it. Adrian says I had Raps season tickets the first year when they played in the Sky Dome. Love that team. Love them too. Jack Armstrong. There you go. Jack Armstrong. That's his name. Where's he from? Is he from New York? Is he from Boston? He's got to be from one of them. He's got to be from one of them. Anyways, one of him and Chuck Onions, baby, Onions. Chuck. Oh man, those two together was great TV. Their commentary was better than most of the Raptors games growing up. Those Raptors games growing up were rough. I don't think we need a second tight end. I mean, if we can get Isaiah Likely here, why not? We'll protect that pick of having Mark Andrews, and we'll protect that stack and that ideology of that stack. But yeah. And then right after the draft, we'll go over everybody's team. And Bayou Bengal is doing another drafters giveaway right after our show at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Right after our show on Bayou Bengals. So, guys, I think he's got like a 5-minute timer to subscribe. Brooklyn, New York. Exact. Get that garbage out of here. Yeah, for sure. Auto picked Bo Nix. Dang it, that quarterback room is very, very scary. I'll be honest. I don't like anything on Denver because anything could be good on Denver and absolutely everything could be horrible on Denver. I think the one thing we can rely on Denver to do this year is to have a really, really, really good O-line. Yes, they lost Cushenberry, their center. But last year they were top 5 offensive line. I don't think they're going to go down to like a bottom 5 offensive line this year. So they have a good O-line there. But the quarterback room, like they got who's that? Is it Stidham? Jared Stidham. They got obviously Bo Nix, the new rookie that they drafted in the top 12. I don't see why they would do that. They panicked. They panicked. Same with JJ McCarthy. Both of those picks were panic picks. Atlanta, I don't want to talk about it. I really, really, really want to see Michael Penix Jr. in Vegas. I'm not a Raiders fan. I really am not. But I think that would have been a nice landing spot for him. So I think I can go. I like my running back situation. I like my running back situation a lot. I think I could go one more wide receiver here. Let me think. Aguilar. Yeah, Aguilar is a great last round pick, especially since I have Baltimore going on right now. I like Aguilar. I'm pretty much investing in this offense. Yes, I have Zay Flowers, but the rookie wide receiver, nothing to write home about. I've seen his tape. He's not a speedster. He doesn't do anything great. He's not doing anything great, right? I think Aguilar, you can expect a couple spike weeks from him every single year, and he's going undrafted. And if you're building a team based off of, correlation purposes alone, it makes sense. It makes sense to invest in him late. I like that pick. James SEO said, couldn't get my wife into fantasy, couldn't sign up for Battle of the Sexes. Best thing I ever did was make a draft guide for my wife to use to draft in fantasy football. And we'll do it every year for the rest of eternity. I make a draft guide. She follows it. The draft guide's made for her, but it's so easy to follow. So easy to follow. Tyler has entered the giveaway. What's up, Tyler? Booth, that's awesome. Yeah, man. Two Fat Guy says, my wife hates all the sports ball. That's fine. That's fine. My wife is cool. I'm kidding. Zach Wilson. Yeah, for sure. Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson. Definitely. Zach Wilson. Yeah, that's your boy Tyler. He won a giveaway, but you guys still got to get him sorted with his Quasi's enter the giveaway. Hashtag ABD. Good to see you, Quasi. Facts, my wife hates when football's on. My wife used to call me Mr. Irrelevant. What the fuck? What the... That one took me for surprise. I did. That's a good one. I'm excited for Friday night dinner at the Expo. Man, we are Bayou. You, JC, you guys got to join us. Who do we have coming? I know Commissioner Rhino's coming. I know it's me, you, Farquad, Commissioner Rhino. Bayou, you got to join us. You definitely got to join us, Bayou. It's going to be a good dinner. We already got it sorted. Quasi says, I'm late to the party. Sorry, guys. I got my allergies acting up all of a sudden. Hot Take City has entered the giveaway by putting hashtag ABD. He messaged you on X a minute ago. He just signed up. Perfect. We'll get him his ticket. Mr. Irrelevant. That's classic. I'll join y'all. Me and Tyler will be there. Dope. Super dope. Yeah, we're going to an all-you-can-eat Brazilian steakhouse. Yeah, man. I'm in just trying to figure out housing at the expo. So like everybody's going to the what's that the thing with the tree? It's what's the name of the hotel with the tree? It's something tree, not Dollar Tree, not Apple Tree. Those are both Canadian companies. Something tree. Okay, if you go to the Marriott down the street, it's like half the price. So yeah. By Bengal says, oh, I may not go then. I had weight loss surgery. I can only eat like a slice of cheese and I'll be full. Would be a waste of money, to be honest. Dang, man. Al, are you coming? Are you coming to the? Are you coming? Are you coming to the Fantasy Football Expo? Dollar Tree, DoubleTree. Yeah, DoubleTree. It's the DoubleTree. There you go. DoubleTree. Down almost 100 pounds since last February. Good for you, man. Good for you. Awesome. All right, guys. By the way, Bengal, let us know when to queue up for your stream, because as I said, guys, right after this at Bayou Bengal, this name right here, you got to subscribe. You need to be subscribed at least 5 minutes to enter his giveaway, right? So go subscribe to Bayou Bengal right now, or right as soon as the show over. Bengal, let us know when to queue up for your draft. I'll be drafting in there. I won't be live, but I'll be drafting in there. I've considered just sleeping in the car this year. You can stay with me. 100%. You can stay with me. Bunk with me, buddy. Don't even sweat it. Yeah. No way I'm letting you sleep in your car, dude. Not in Ohio. I'm terrified of driving up there. I really am. Should be fun. All right, let's look at what Over the Rhine did. Then we'll look at Knifeys. So Over the Rhine goes 2783. Okay, guys. Once again, Over the Rhine, Al Paul. This guy finished 14th in this tournament. He knows his stuff. So when I say these are the players he's targeting, this is where he got them in ADP. Pay attention, right? Because there's a really, really nice value standing at his quarterback too. He goes 2783. He gets Joe Burrow and Tua Tagovailoa at a 15-pick discount. That's more than one round discount for Tua Tagovailoa. Pick 150th. That's a tremendous value. That's going to go up. His team didn't get worse. Let's put it that way. His team didn't get worse. Why are we out on Tua again? Why are we not drafting Tua? I think Tua is going to be just fine, especially at that price point. Great quarterbacks, obviously. Running backs, Joe Mixon, David Montgomery. I think David Montgomery, we might see him become the feature back because it looks like Gibbs is dealing with some leg stuff. Ramondre Stevenson, I'm okay with that pick. I'll get some exposure to him. Chase Brown, love that pick. Tyrone Tracy, decent pick. Will Shipley, I have zero exposure. Isaac Garendo, one of the better handcuffs in football. God forbid anything happens to CMC. Yeah. Wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Waddle, Zay Flowers, T. Higgins. T. Higgins is at a delicious discount. And he just signed a 1-year contract today, so that's great. Speaking of Cincinnati and T. Higgins, and then Jerry Jeudy, Cleveland, Xavier Legette, Roman Wilson, Devontae Walker. So you just went straight up AFC North here. Speaking of the AFC North, Dalton Kincaid, Cade Otton, Noah Fant. Great draft. Great draft. Yeah, the AFC North is going to be featured in the in-season Hard Knocks. So amped for that. I loved the Hard Knocks in season with the Miami Dolphins last year. I just love Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks is good stuff. It's good stuff every single time. I love Hard Knocks. So the AFC North, that's going to be great. So many storylines. Lamar Jackson losing weight, Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers throwing the ball and taunting his teammate and potentially causing them a shot at the Super Bowl. Young idiot, is Derrick Henry on his last wheel. You got Joe Burrow and the Bengals, no defense but all offense in a division that likes to play hard, tough, gritty defense. They're going to go into that division and try to beat them with offense and firepower. I love that. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got a new offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith, who couldn't do diddly as a head coach. Desmond Ridder may have not helped. Neither did Marcus Mariota, but it doesn't matter. He was still a bad head coach, made some terrible decisions, Bijan Robinson being one of them. You got two new quarterbacks. You got a quarterback battle. You got Justin Fields versus Russell Wilson, Najee Harris. They don't want to pick up the contract. George Pickens is finally him. He's finally the feature wide receiver. And then you got the Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson and his massage situation. In a story. Love that value. Just hanging with you till then. Andrew says, I lost 100 pounds too, dropped my wallet in the underground in London. In all seriousness, congrats. Bye. Exactly. Definitely. That's a big deal. Quasi says, I'll join. You'll join us at the expo? My last two picks were auto, had some reloading issues. Dang. Great value. In the 11 games that Monty and Gibbs played together, Monty outscored Gibbs in 8 of them. Great tidbit. James SEO says, Jack Armstrong, Raptors commentator. James, if you look at the bottom left of your screen, if you're watching on, it's probably too late for me to say this, but if you're just click on the bottom left of your screen, it'll catch you up to us live. I think you got a little bit of a delay, but shout out to you. Chuck Swirsky. Chuck Swirsky's the other guy. My guy James. He knows. Growing up as a Raptors fan, those two names are forever etched into your brain. All right, let's look at what Knifey did with his draft, and we'll look at ours, then we'll announce the winner of the giveaway. All right, Knifey goes 3-6-8-3, very standard build, but also very reliable. Anthony Richardson, Justin Herbert, Bo Nix. I don't think you needed Bo Nix, but you also honored him, so I understand. Running back, week 12. Holy talking mushrooms. But strong running back room, nevertheless. Bijan Robinson, James Cook, Alvin Kamara. I think Aaron Jones, if he's healthy, and Devin Singletary, if he's healthy, both can do really well. I'm very curious to see what you do with the wide receiver position. Donta Foreman, I understand the pick. I think Donta Foreman's a better handcuff currently than Nick Chubb because I don't think Nick Chubb's going to play much, if at all. Wide receiver Devontae Adams, Michael Pittman, George Pickens. Love those 3 players. Romeo Dobbs, no thanks. Jahan Dotson, I think he's going to be much better this year. Like Gabe Davis a lot. Luke McCaffrey, excellent pick. Malik Washington, why the hell not? It's definitely not going to be OBJ. I like Malik Washington more. Luke Musgrave, Jawan Johnson, brother, and Hayden Hurst. All right, Hayden Hurst Hemsley. All right. Disco, let me ask you, is it better to go RB heavy or wide receiver heavy? It depends on what the format is. If you're drafting in PPR format in a best ball tournament where essentially wide receivers is a premium, it would make sense to go wide receiver earlier. The same way it would make sense to go in a quarterback premium like a super flex going quarterback early, or a tight end premium getting tight end early. It really all depends on where you're drafting. Currently, where we're drafting, even though it's not wide receiver premium, it's being treated as such because you could suit 4 of them on any given week, right? Especially in a best ball format. So in underdog where it's half PPR, sure. Balanced, you can definitely, go earlier on the running back and it would make sense. Here it makes more sense to go early on the wide receiver position because you're more likely to have wide receiver finish in the top 50 where they were drafted at ADP as opposed to a running back finish in the top 50 where they were drafted at ADP. Does that make sense? By Bengals says a 7 out of 12 right now. I'm going to wait till the other one fills up before I queue up. I want to make sure everyone gets in that wants to go in. Heard. James SEO says hot take, Disco likes his wide receivers. I really don't. Once again, it's all about format. It really is all about format. If this was standard, I'm going RB early. I'm happy going RB early. Bayou, that's how you sniped me last night. Join. I got 9. Hot Take City. Two Fat Guys says Hot Take City. I think both are viable. Just focus on where you can get best value. That's great advice. Excellent advice. That's the value king. Two Fat Guys. He gets the value all the time. Great drafter. Great mind. Bayou Bagel says laugh my took this off. All right. We go 2-6-10-2. So right off the rip, our it's not the most unique roster construction, but it's also going to give us a better shot. I think this is the second most used roster type of build, or third from last season. But nevertheless, it's gives you a better chance than the standard build, where 25% of everybody who drafted on drafters went 3-6-8-3. So we go 2-6-10-2. We go Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence. Both of them relatively very close to ADP. May have reached 4 picks for Trevor Lawrence, but I like the value and I like where I got him. I wouldn't call anything 6 picks or over a reach. We go Christian McCaffrey at the 101. Duh, he's an outlier. I mean, any year could be that year, but until then, you got to keep taking him at the 101. But still, Jamar Chase no matter what. Quasi says heavy is not the right objective. You want to be balanced roster. If you get wide receiver early, then you can draft less and get other positions. If you draft RB early, then you can. Yeah, I agree. Science stuff. Listen to Quasi. He's a 2-timer. So we go Christian McCaffrey, Tony Pollard, Austin Eckler. Love those 3 running backs. Tank Bigsby just because we got Trevor Lawrence correlation. Justice Hill just because we got Lamar Jackson correlation. Miles Sanders because I believe there's still a world where he can start. Wide receiver, we go Cooper Kupp, who I think is the wide receiver 1 in that room, and I like his ADP. DK Metcalf, high upside, big play threats, a lot of opportunity. Doesn't matter who's throwing the ball, he's still going to get a lot of opportunity. And the new offensive coordinator they brought in, he likes to spread the rock. Join now, Disco. Okay, give me 1 sec. I'll do it on my phone. Queuing up. All right. I'm in. It's 4 out of 12. All right. So Lad McConkey, Khalil Shakir, Quentin Johnson, Darnell Mooney, Rashad Bateman. More correlation. Lots of correlation. DeMarcus Robinson, A.T. Perry, Nelson Aguilar. So we got Nelson Aguilar, Rashad Bateman, Justice Hill, Lamar Jackson. We didn't get a receiver from Jacksonville, which sucks, but it is what it is. We got Mark Andrews, more correlation, and Evan Ingram. I like this draft a lot. I think we crushed it. How do you guys think we did on the draft? All right. Hold on. Hot take. How are you joining Bayou but not drafting with me? Is you scared? All right. We'll announce the winner of tonight's giveaway. Nice draft. Thanks, man. We'll have to make reservations for Friday night dinner for sure. We got to know who's coming. I joined Bayou. Don't be sniping me. Iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. Okay, let me scroll up to find the winner of tonight's giveaway. I'm going to go make my stake and draft at the same time. I'm just trying to see where he put it in. Whew. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow is day 4 of our giveaway bonanza. This chat was popping tonight. Yeah, tomorrow's day 4 of 20. So yeah, congratulations to tonight's winner, Andrew, and shoot me a DM. We'll get you sorted on how to collect your winnings. Once again, folks, thank you. Bayou Bengal should be live, if not going live right now. Mid. I'm from Ohio. What's wrong with Ohio? Oh no. Woohoo! Congratulations, buddy. Shoot me a DM. And guys, once again, Bayou Bengal should be going live right now. He's doing another giveaway. So Andrew, you could probably double up on your dubs. Just go subscribe. You got to be subscribed for like 5 minutes to Bayou Bengal. Till next time, folks, I'll leave you guys with the outro, and then we out. We out. Till tomorrow, we'll do another giveaway. Good times every time. I'll see you guys over in the Bayou Bengal stream. Peace. It's tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time. See you guys then. Go watch Bayou Bengal. Love you guys. Peace.